Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one's for Cobra Kai, Season 4, Episode number 4. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Alright, just one comment from the last episode from executive producer Jeremy, who says, I really like what they did in this episode, switching up the senseis. I liked seeing Daniel with Miguel and Johnny with Sam. However, I still don't like Johnny's teaching style. Sometimes it's great, but other times it's cement trunks, broken glass, dogs, and jumping from one building to the next with barely their mattresses that wouldn't protect anyone's fall.
Yeah.
If Sam had fallen, she likely would have died or at very least broke a lot of the bones in her body. I mean, I agree, and I would have never done that. And if I saw my kid jumping across a building with, like, mattresses, not even in a way that looks like it's going to prevent anybody's falls, I'd be like, this is crazy. But I did really appreciate that Johnny pulled something out of Sam that she needed to.
Yeah.
And I think that he does bring something else to the table, although albeit extreme version sometimes. I'm also not a fan of Johnny's reaction to Daniel and Miguel at the end of the episode, but unfortunately it's very true to character. Also, if Daniel does get mad about Sam jumping from one building to the next, I'm not sure I could blame him. However, I would be still irritated if they're fighting again after they just started getting on the same page. Same. I liked Robbie helping Kenny, but I really dislike that it involves Cobra Kai because Kreese's idea of Cobra Kai is to tap into your anger and build it up and use it, which leads to Hawks and Tories. I'm disappointed Kreese was able to manipulate Terry back into Cobra Kai, but unfortunately there's a bunch of guilt, feelings of owing someone for your life, PTSD, and addiction issues involved. Great reaction. I look forward to the next one. Thanks, Jeremy. Let's jump into the next one right now.
As you can see, the West Valley High campus is a lot larger than the middle school. And when you become a freshman next year, you'll have access to some amazing facilities. Our science lab is state of the art. Well,
Medications. What? I don't need pills. I'm 100% all man.
Okay, then.
Just talk about your
I
feelings.
just can't get Russo and Miguel out of my head. Spend all this time together working out, fixing your car.
Yes, but Miguel spending all that time over there is giving us a chance to spend more time together.
Did you know LaRusso showed Miguel Top Gun?
I love that movie. And Cruz is so handsome.
Cruz is the worst in that. He got the real deal, Iceman, best of the best, abs for days. In comes this new guy, total dweeb. Calls himself a maverick. Himself a maverick.
Oh my god.
I didn't even earn a spot at Miramar. I was wingman cool too, not cool.
Not cool.
He's just a hater.
This is not about them, Cruz. This is about Miguel. Maybe it's time we tell him about us.
I don't know.
I feel guilty sneaking around. It's not good to carry secrets like this. They weigh you down.
What if it just makes things worse?
Mickey loves you. How could it make things worse?
Kids can be weird about that kind of stuff.
How about this?
Can be real.
You can tell him, Johnny, when you're ready. But I know it'll make you feel better.
I'm so glad they stay together. Ugh.
I know so much about all
I just wish you would care more about
Sorry I had to give up
Robbie.
the salary
No, it
once on
just
a car.
feels...
Oh, you mean his real
okay.
son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom will be happy. She can go out on dates again. Maybe we shouldn't have fixed it.
Yeah. I can relate to that. My mom used to call it going to lunch with a friend. I hated that. One time I caught her on a date with Mr. Harris, my history teacher. That was, talk about awkward. But he gave me an A though, so there's an upside.
You haven't told me about Chicago.
what happened in Chicago?
No. The band. You know, you're the inspiration, Gloria Love. Peter Cetera's badass.
Peter Cetera is the opposite of badass. What happened to Scorpions? Slaughter? Is out the window?
No.
That could be good too, bro.
Yeah, very different.
What did you want to talk about?
Alright, look, bro. What do you want to talk about? 'Cause you know.
Do you think?
Oh, God. Don't be a child.
Alright.
Hey, look. Let's do dinner tomorrow. You can make those sandwiches?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Those sandwiches with the jerky. First blood. Let's go. Drive it.
Which I never have gotten to do in my whole life.
That's my movie right there, though.
Not into the movie?
It's fine. I just had a shitty day.
Yeah, it's good. It's none of my business.
Here's your stuff.
Hey, yo, bitch boy. What about mine?
You say you didn't want any.
Oh, I want some now. So give me 2 buckets of popcorn with butter, 4 large Cokes, 2 hot dogs with mustard, no ketchup, and a pretzel.
But I can't kill you.
Oh, and some nachos with extra cheese and jalapeno poppers, alright? Hurry up, man.
But I can't carry it. Okay.
Hey,
Let me give you a hand.
don't worry about him. Just hazing the new guy. It's a good thing.
It is.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Dude, Jimmy's win. We didn't have to throw a punch.
Favorite kind of victory.
And we out.
You gotta have to get away with it. We won't.
Yeah, the constant back and forth. Can they hurry up and get to the tournament?
Now you see what we're dealing with. As long as LaRusso and Lawrence are together, our students have a target on their backs.
Let's break them up.
We have to strike back.
No. I agreed to come back to do what we originally set out to do. To turn kids into winners. To bring Cobra Kai back to its former glory. If we're gonna do that,
When did they have glory though? Because they've lost in every movie I've seen.
Yeah.
But no, maybe they were undefeated before.
Yeah. Badass.
Yeah.
blew it. All because of the rivalry you had with Miyagi.
He attacked my students. You weren't there. I'll never forget that morning when Johnny Lawrence, my champion, came into the dojo with a black eye and his confidence shattered. I wasn't gonna let that old man get away with that.
I understand. But now, we're the old men, and we should use the wisdom we've learned. Cobra Kai, it was never about revenge. It was about building strength by taking your fears and turning them into a weapon. That's what we should be focused on. If we're just gonna rehash the past, history will just repeat itself all over again.
And man, you know, they just doing what they do. So we right back at it again. Just when you thought we was moving past some stuff, we was about to get back into another damn Avenger style fight, and it was averted by some Miyagi-Do tactics, right? Well, okay, that was hands off, but Johnny was right. It's just gonna piss him off even more to come do something crazy. But hopefully not now that Kreese and the tall guy just got through talking about not doing revenge. Let's just go talk to the people. I mean, okay, it looks like they're going to do some adulting by going to talk to Johnny, then maybe they can hash something out, work something out. We can keep it neutral ground until we get to the tournament. And so maybe that's what we got to do with that. I get it that our shorty, the little short kid, he's in Cobra Kai. He doesn't know how to fight yet. Man, I get we're trying to follow his little story to get there, but it's like, you know, either do it or don't do it, you know, because I get it. I don't know. I don't really get why they got his part on there. He is cute, and, you know, I appreciate it, but it's like you're taking away from the main story on there. It seems like there'll never be peace between Tori and the Russo's daughter. I don't think at this point it's just never gonna happen.
Ain't never gonna be peace.
I thought maybe there would be something at this birthday party that can be like, oh, I see you in a different way. You know, hey, maybe we could have something in common to be. No, it's gonna be on site every single time. And yeah, that's what we had with that. Johnny not being able to use his words and just feeling some type of way because Miyagi and Miguel, your own son turned up at your house to talk. And what did you do?
Dang annoying.
Pushed him away yet again.
With your ego, bruh.
With
your ego. It's really annoying. It's so annoying.
So that's what we had with it right now, and I feel some type of way about it, but I'm still having a great time entertaining watching it. I'm ready to get to the tournament though. Let's see what all this practicing has been about though. So we'll see. Can't wait to see another one.
Yeah. So the first thing is, again, the conflict with Johnny and his frustration with everything that Daniel's doing with Miguel. Like, I get it. I think jealousy is like a natural state to feel in that moment because, like, you've built a really good relationship with him, and you know that relationship is really important to you. So, like, I'll give him a pass about being jealous. He hasn't acted out and he didn't act in the way that I thought he was going to do this episode as like overreacting to the situation. And to his credit too, like Daniel's daughter is totally happy about working with him one-on-one too. But it is very fucking frustrating that your son shows up and like the second your ego is tested in that stance, like, whereas he doubles down for Miguel and was like, even though, you know, his ego's being tested with Daniel building a relationship with Miguel, he's like, but I still want to hang out with you. I still want to, like, do this stuff. And I'm already cooking dinners for you and everything else. And it's probably his insecurities because of his lack of a relationship with Robbie. But the fact that you don't do more is just, like, so annoying. It's very frustrating to watch. But, like, I get the mentality and why he makes the decisions he does, but it is very frustrating to watch. It is very frustrating that, like, the conflicts that are rising now, in which they're, like, I can both be annoyed and appreciate the fact of the balance of, like, how bullying and how perspectives can be switched based on certain circumstances. Cobra Kai's always looked at the bullies and the bad people, and now we have Miyagi-Do and our students acting as the bullies. It's just annoying to me, though. It's so annoying. Like, now, like, clearly they're bullying Kenny, which I don't like, which he's a little kid, and I feel like that situation should have been handled so differently in the bathroom. Like, hey, you just joined. Why bully a little baby kid? It's annoying, and I feel like everybody's dropping the ball, and no one's doing what they're supposed to do this episode. And it's frustrating to watch. It's, like, so fucking frustrating. So, listen, I know we're building to where we're going to, but it's annoying to see, and I get what the writers are doing. They're trying to show, like, listen, it's just not one bad guy, not one good guy. It bleeds, and people, you know, are human, and we make mistakes. But it's also not a great look to have Hawk, who is a bully of all bullies, come to Miyagi-Do and then be a bully of all bullies to kids again. Like, that's not a good fucking trend. Like, we're not doing a good thing. So I'm hoping we get a little bit more clarity in, like, what the two things are, but I don't necessarily love Miyagi-Do now being the bullies. Like, I actually had empathy for Tori's character this episode with Daniel's daughter. I can't remember her name in this moment, that's why I keep referencing her in that way. But, like, that's embarrassing. She's obviously doing what she has to do in jobs she doesn't want to do, and it's embarrassing. And to be clowned on the entire time is not a good look. Like, that's just shitty too. So, a lot of mixed feelings about this episode. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. Alright, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Cobra Kai Season 4, Episode 4. And until next time.